Afternoon, everybody. From a young age, my mom used to say stuff like this to me. Tannia, you're such a Pisces. Literally everything hurts your feelings for no apparent reason. I never knew what that meant until I was about 12 and actually got interested in zodiac signs because this was like an everyday thing. She would always tell me I was such a Pisces. So I finally looked it up and I was like, what the heck does that even mean? And then I started reading, and I am such a Pisces. I am one of the most sensitive people I know ever. I get, anything can hurt my feelings, and I don't know why. And I'm one of those people, my days are like an emotional roller coaster every day. I've never had the same feeling for longer than an hour. And that is because not only am I the 12th zodiac sign, but we are the most sensitive zodiac sign as well. Zodiac signs directly correlate with the type of person you are and the type of person you will always be, and it does things such as influence our personalities and the way we perceive the world. And another trait of Pisces is we think everything is always all good. I don't see negative stuff, and if I do, I always try to find one positive, and from that one positive, I make everything positive, and that's just me. You probably heard this from the movie Baby Mama, one of my favorite movies. It's hella funny. And it says, the stars don't lie. I'm good at picking up people's auras, and this one, and I'm getting a good feeling about you because you have a pink aura. So if you've seen the movie, you would know that there was this, excuse my language, hillbilly girl getting pregnant so she could, give her baby to a rich woman. So she had to pick the family in order to give them the baby. So she was basically saying the stars don't lie. I feel like you're the person I want to conceive for, so I can have your baby. And from that, there are 12 different zodiac signs to go with the 12 different months of the year. And this all started from the ancient Egyptians. They created the different zodiac signs in correlation with the different constellations of stars as the years go on. And there was 12 different phases before it returned back to its original phase, which is actually a March, contrary to people's belief. People think that it starts in January. That is not true. And that's all according to psychicguide.com. It also says on there that through the different constellations, we all know that the Earth travels around the sun. So during that time, there's different types of star correlations. And from that, that's kind of the different personalities of people they've connected it to. And Pisces is the 12th one. And we are the most sensitive because that is when everything comes to an end. So we kind of everything kind of ends up with us. So we have the most not intuitive feelings, but we do because of the stars. The stars don't lie. And for me specifically, I read on GameSpeaks.org, which is this website, that Pisces are extremely sensitive, we're strong-willed and stubborn, and we are viewed as leaders, which is me directly because, like I said earlier, I don't know why, but anything can hurt my feelings. If I don't like it the way it was said, the tone it was said, or how it was said, it's going to hurt my feelings. But another trait about Pisces is we don't get emotional upset, we get angry upset. So instead of just telling you hey, I don't like that, I'll probably just go off on you and you'll get the picture, not to say it to me again. That's just me though. And it also says you can read right there that we are dreamy and romantic, which is very true. I spend about 99% of my days dreaming about anything. I often think about the future, but mainly my career and I don't know, just how life will be. And I'm also excited for 10 years to go by so I can figure out who my husband's gonna be, because he's gonna be a very strong man to deal with all of these emotions at one time. And enough about me, because that's a lot. You guys can read that if you would like. Sum it up, I'm just I'm very nice and passionate, but don't try me. And that's just the type of person I've always been. But from the interviews we did in class, I learned a lot about my classmates as well. And if you like were talking to me, you would hear me say things like, oh, okay, it makes sense. Like, I understand why you're the type of person you are because of, he's a Sagittarius back there. And it makes so much sense. He is such a, he's goofy, but I don't know how to explain it. He's like a very dominant, like, don't try me type of person. And that's all Sagittarius. It's like my older sister is a Sagittarius, and we never got along ever in my life. We get along now because I don't have to talk to her, but like, we didn't used to get along a lot. And also with that, I've gotten really close with Sydney and BJ, and their zodiac signs make a lot of sense about them as well. So Sydney is a Taurus, and she is the perfect example of a Taurus. Because the first sign, if you look up their zodiac sign, the first characteristic is they are lazy. This girl can sit right next to you and tell you she doesn't want to do, like, oh, one day, there's this thing called block party about a week or two back. She also had to go to work that day, and she was also a part of block party. The whole day before block party, she was literally complaining and going back and forth with me because she had to walk from one building to the next building, to come back to my building, to go to the next building, which sounds like a lot, but we're in Warrensburg. We're at UCM campus. Everything is 5 steps away. She was just getting, she was lazy. Even yesterday, I bought her some chips, right? And she didn't come to my room to get them. I thought I was supposed to bring them to her. She's like, well, I'm not getting out of my bed. I texted her back and said, me either. So she didn't get them until the whole next day. But I love it because it's Sydney, and I like it. But BJ, on the other hand, her zodiac sign is a lot about her as well. Both of their signs say that they are extremely loyal and very dependable people, which I've learned that in a short amount of time that I've actually gotten close with them. These are some of my best friends that I've made since I've gotten here because they listen, they tell me how it is, because I'm also one of those people that I like to hide from reality. Like, I'll sugarcoat things to make them seem good to me, but they don't allow me to do that, and I love that. And look at them, they're both shaking their heads like, yeah, you're right. And I don't know, they're just like, they care about me so much, but they don't put up with some of the things that I try to like. If I'm having an emotional day, they'll let me know, like, we'll talk to you later because you're having one of those days. And even when I was sick, I was really sick like a week ago, they both came in my room and I literally started crying because I was so happy to see people. And she put me on Snapchat laughing like it's not that serious, but it was that serious to me. It really touched my heart. And I just wanted to say thank you in public. But I'm just saying, like, zodiacs, this stuff is real, y'all. Like, it's so much, it tells you so much about yourself. And when you read through it and you're just like, dang, that's true. I do this or I do that. And it's all true for the simple fact of it's reasons why. We didn't just get put on this earth. We all have a purpose and a reason that we got put on this earth. So when you read what's your reason and what you're passionate about, like, I'm very passionate about helping people. I love helping people. That's what my career is going to be. Like, I want to, like, open up a huge center just so I can give back to people. And that's one of my many traits of being a Pisces. And I don't know, I think it's really cool. And just to, like, go over what I talked about today, I talked about the history of why zodiac signs were even established. I talked about myself personally, which we all kind of do that. And then I talked about the people I attract because of my zodiac sign. And I made friends that I would never want to lose a day in my life. And just remember that the stars don't lie. And although you may think that this is all one big hoax and, like, this has nothing to do with you, one of those days when you're having an emotional day and you don't know why, and you read into your side, you might figure out, well, okay, the stars are moving, or this is going on, so it's making you feel this way. And it's all true. It always relates to me.